Here are some instructions on how to use the filler. You'll need on your end a line with a beer disconnect on it. The beer one goes onto the white and blue ball valve. On the other end you want your gas feed, which comes off the same pressure and the same manifold as the rest of your kegs. If you run a different pressure for serving than you do for storage, I'd keep it at the serving pressure, though you're really making trouble for yourself doing that anyway. So to clean it out to start with, you'll need bottles obviously, and the first bottle, which is the first one as far as the gas side of it goes, fill that with a star sand or whatever you're using for sanitizer. You want to hook up the gas line. Note that when it's against the flow like that, that's blocking, which is where you want to be to start with. All this valve is for leaking out a measured slow amount of gas. So to start off with, just turn it off. Anyway, to clean it out, that valve up there is off, this is off, this is off. So you can open this one up, open up the gas, and it'll start flushing sanitizer through there. I filled up the first two bottles since my one's got some shorter dip tubes that you can get away with one with yours. Once you get to this point, you can chop that one off, close the gas here, gently turn it upside down just to make sure the top half gets sanitized. So once you've completed the sanitation side of things, you can pull all the bottles, give them a shake, drain them out, then reattach them. So I've hooked up the beer line now. Make sure when you connect it that the valve is off, because otherwise it's just going to squirt straight down the tube. To flush out any sanitizer or whatever, get a glass, turn the valve on, wait till beer comes out, then that's sorted. So now you want to hook up all your bottles. You don't really have to put them on very tight. So in general, how this works is you put gas in to start, so the gas pressure in the bottles matches the gas that's pushing the beer, and also the same, I guess it's not really vapor pressure, but the CO2 pressure that wants to escape from the beer matches what's in the bottles and what's in your gas lines. So the other problem that exists with this is as soon as you put the gas in here, it warms up, and because it warms up, the pressure in here actually exceeds what's in the keg. So if you immediately turn this valve on, you'll start backfeeding, which depending on how much trouble you've got in there might be an issue. So when you charge it up with gas, you have to vent some before you turn the beer on. The easy way to do that is to open up this valve here enough so that you can wait 5 seconds or the amount of time that works for you, so that the pressure here is about right by the time you get to opening this one. So it's a matter of charging the gas up first, and you'll hear it come in, and hopefully you won't hear any leaks. Even if you do like a tiny leak, it's not really a big deal, because if beer comes up, it generally just blocks the leak anyhow. So you've got this valve, and you can make that more or less leaky. So you want that sort of a gentle amount, because how fast this comes out is how fast the beer will come in. So slower takes longer, but it can be more gentle, so you get a better fill. So if you take too long, then the beer will start to warm up and get foamy, and then you'll be going backwards. and if you try to go too fast it'll get too foamy, so you'll have to find the balance that works for you. So that's leaking at a speed. This is still on, so I can turn this one off. Now I might wait a certain amount of time, not very long, and then I can open up the beer, and that's coming in quite nice, quite gentle, so that's about what you want. And you see it start to fill up the bottle. And if you think it's going a bit too slow, then all you have to do is just open the valve here up a bit more. And since there's 5 bottles instead of 1, it's a bit more of a delayed effect just due to the sheer amount of gas that's in here. But at this point it's pretty much set and forget. You just wait till the beer starts to pass through all of the bottles. So you can see it's gotten to the top of this one, started to fill the next one. While you're waiting for the filling, now's a good time to start washing out the previous bottles, and that way it takes as little time as possible. I think it could go a little faster, so I'll wind it out a bit. Quite often you find as it gets to the last bottle, the speed starts getting pretty quick. It's no big deal if it really foams up a lot here. The easy way to get around it is just to let the foam come up. Then you can unscrew this a bit and allow some of the foam to come out of here, and beer will come up from underneath and finish it off, but this one looks like it'll be okay. So when it gets to the top, you want to cut off the beer supply. So now it'll want to foam up in there, but that's no big deal because it will just come out again next time the gas is put in. So unscrew the bottle on the gas side first, and you'll pretty much always get a little bit of spillage. Give the bottle a bit of a squeeze to put the lid on, so you're capping right on the foam. And, you know, while it might be a bit soggy now, pretty soon it will get hard. So undo all the bottles, seal them up, put the next set on, do the rest, and you're good to go. Cleaning it out's pretty easy. Helps if you get to make yourself one of these. It's just a garden hose to 8mm push in. This one's a bit bodgy, but it does the job. So to flush out all the gas side, hook up your bodgy garden hose, put that valve on, might as well wind that one out too. Turn on the hose, and that will flush stuff out with water. If you don't have all that fittings and whatever, the other option is just to get a PET and put some sanitizer in it, screw it into one of the ends and give it a squeeze while blocking off the other end of it there, and that'll push the sanitizer up through the tubes, and then you'll be right. So to get the rest of it, all you gotta do is just spray the hose at it. You'll see it squirting out the opposing tube if you get it lined up nicely. Even with that one there. Just so I can hook it up so it squirts out the end. That's pretty much it.